The year is 2100 and human population has reached 10 billion. As the temperature rises and the ice caps continues to melt, the rising sea level have caused vast areas of lands to be permanently underwater. Major cities such as London, New York, and Mumbai no longer exist. Millions of people have had to flee their homes. City populations have soared, and stepping outside means breathing in extremely polluted air and endangering your life. The world is facing a major environmental crisis. Once fertile farmland has become unworkable as soil turns into dust. The number of people not getting enough food increases. Rivers and seas are polluted, and the provision of clean water is an even increasing problem. Since the Industrial Revolution in the late 19th century, the human population has exploded and is now growing at an exponential rate with no signs of slowing down. The world's resources are being strained to the breaking point, and something needs to be done before it's too late. As the world's population continues to grow, the demand for resources and the resulting pollution will continue to increase. The burning of fossil fuels is the main cause of pollution by humans. We rely on them for transport and electricity generation. Burning fossil fuels releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is a greenhouse gas. The increase in greenhouse gases causes an increase in average global temperature, known as the greenhouse effect. This, in turn, causes more extreme weather conditions and devastating natural disasters. The impact of human on Earth is ever increasing, and we must take action to protect our planet. Climate change is linked to a number of different environmental changes that are happening around the world. Some areas are getting wetter while others are getting hotter and drier. These changes have an impact on ecosystems and biodiversity. For example, warmer weather in the Arctic region is causing the sea ice to melt. This in turn has an effect on the animals that live in that area. The loss of sea ice is causing problems for animals that rely on it for hunting and breeding. As the ice disappears, they are forced to travel further distance to find food and meat. This ultimately puts them at risk of becoming extinct. The polar bear is no longer well adapted for living in its habitat and is an endangered species. Humans also require resources from large areas of forest, which are cleared to make more rooms for agriculture or to mine minerals, or for growing other resources like palm oil. The removal of trees is called deforestation and has an enormous impact on not only the local ecosystem but also the entire planet. Deforestation can lead to soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and climate change. Ancient forests are unique ecosystems that supports a high biodiversity. They are homes to many different species of plants and animals that can only live in that habitat. For example, in Borneo, rainforests are being cut down to make rooms for palm oil plantations. The species that live in the rainforest cannot survive in that plantation. They may not be able to find food or shelter, like orangutans, were an endangered species. Forest plays a vital role in the water cycle, recycling fresh water across the globe. Trees are also able to take in and store carbon dioxide, which helps regulate the Earth's temperature. As well as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, human also creates a lot of waste. Sewage, pesticides, and fertilizers can also enter the water and cause harm to the environment. Pesticides in particular can accumulate into tissues of organisms and stay in the environment for many years, causing long-term demand. A combination of a growing population and a throwaway culture means that we have increased demands for dirty, wasteful landfills. This is putting a strain on the environment and the water supply and needs to be addressed. there is some hopes that people are coming to realize the impact we are having on the environment, and the governments are aiming to cut down their reliance on fossil fuels, putting schemes into place to help protect forests and endangered species is one way to help make a difference. Hopefully, with more awareness and effort, we can make a positive impact on the environment and reverse some of the damage we have done. So, in this video, you have learned about how human activities has a negative impact on the earth. Every time we burn fossil fuels, we contribute a greenhouse gas emission. Deforestation also results in fewer trees to absorb these emissions. And when we create waste, it often ends up to landfills where it emits methane gas.